Assalamualaikum students. Today our topic is related to force acting on a current carrying conductor or force on a current carrying conductor. Now we are aware that when a current flows through a conductor, it produces magnetic field. So when that very current carrying conductor, as I have placed it here a conductor, it is carrying current as shown in the direction. So as it is carrying a current, so there will be a magnetic field around it according to our study. Now, if this very current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, then there will be a force acting on it because the magnetic field applied and the magnetic field, because of the flow of current in the conductor, they will interact with each other. The direction of force acting on the conductor or the motion of the conductor is given by a rule, and that's called as Fleming's left hand rule. That is, the Fleming's left hand rule is the rule with the help of which we are going to find out what? We're going to find out the force acting on a current carrying conductor. For that very purpose, what we have to do? We have to stretch the thumb, forefinger, and the center finger of left hand such that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. That's like this. As I'm placing like this. This is the first finger, this is the center finger, and this is the thumb. I have to place them perpendicularly. Then what it states that if forefinger points in the direction of the magnetic field and central finger in the direction of current, then thumb will give us the force acting on current. So simply I will say, if I will stretch the first finger F for first and F for field, the magnetic field is given by this very finger. The current is given by this very central finger, C for central and C for the current, and then the motion, then the direction of motion of conductor, or then the force is given by this very thumb of the left hand. So as shown in the figure, we have placed this as the direction of current, so and this as the magnetic field. Then I can place them like this gives the direction of uh, field, magnetic field. This gives the direction of current in the conductor, and then the thumb points upward. So if as shown in the figure, then according to Fleming's left hand rule, this very conductor will move upward. So simple. What is this very Fleming's left hand rule? Simply Fleming's left hand rule is that you have to stretch the left hand, the first finger, or you will the forefinger, the central finger, and the thumb in such a way that they should be perpendicular to each other. Then the first finger or the forefinger, it should point in the direction of magnetic field. The central finger, it should point in the direction of current. Then this very thumb will give us the direction of what? Direction of the motion of the conductor. Now in the same scenario, if we will take this as a conductor, and we will not change the direction of current, the direction of current is same, but we will change the direction of field. Now the field is like this, by showing with the help of arrows. This is the magnetic field. Now in which direction this conductor will? Again, this is the direction of current, so I will place the center finger like this, and this will be the, then it will be like this, and you will find it out that it will be downward. It will move. Now conductor will move downward. So you can practice it at your respective home. Simply you have to remember what is the statement of Fleming's left hand rule. It states that stretch the thumb, the forefinger, and the central finger of left hand such that they are mutually perpendicular. If forefinger points in the direction of magnetic field and central finger in the direction of current, then thumb will give the force acting on the conductor, which you have to remember. And now we should be also of the opinion that as a conductor experiences force in a magnetic field, so should be a charge. We know that as current consists of moving charges, this means that a charge must also experience force when they are placed in a magnetic field. And force is zero if the charge is moving in the direction of magnetic field. Force will be zero if the charge is moving in the direction of magnetic field or opposite to the direction of magnetic field, and the magnitude will be maximum. One is the velocity is perpendicular to the magnetic field. So simply we have to remember that moving charge also experience what? Experience force when magnetic field. You have to remember this. This is all for today. Tomorrow will be with another lecture. Till then, Allah Hafiz.